Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
From the world's fastest camera that can capture photons to the discovery of an ancient marine reptile in Morocco, on this edition of Scientifics, we bring you the top science stories of the week from across the globe. But before I begin, I would like to thank all of our viewers who have paid for subscriptions to the print. If you have not yet gotten a subscription for yourself, please consider doing so through the link in the description box below. Because independent journalism can only be sustained if smart readers like yourself pay for it. Now let's get back to science. This week, scientists have created the world's fastest camera that can record photons in the ultraviolet range in real time. A photon is a tiny particle that makes up the waves of electromagnetic radiation. Photons have no charge, no resting mass, and travel at the speed of light. They are basically just electric fields traveling through space. Using compressed ultra-fast photography, the new camera captures photons in real time with just one click. The information captured by the camera is first compressed into an image, and then, using a reconstruction algorithm, it is converted into a video. Until now, this technique was limited to visible and near infrared wavelengths, which have longer wavelengths than UV radiation. But there are many phenomena that can only be captured by sensing shorter wavelengths. With innovations in both hardware and software, the camera called UV Cup has an imaging speed of 0.5 trillion frames per second. It produces videos with 1500 frames in large format. As a light speed imager, UV Cup sees flying UV photons in real time. The camera can have applications in deducing properties of materials as well as in medical imaging to identify biomarkers linked to diseases. Also this week, a new study reveals that some billions of fragments from Venus is likely to have crashed on the moon. The team from Yale University says that asteroids and comets slamming into Venus may have dislodged as many as 10 billion rocks and sent them into an orbit that intersected with Earth and the Moon. Some of these rocks eventually landed on the Moon. A growing body of research suggests that the planet Venus may have had Earth-like environment billions of years ago with water and a thin atmosphere. But testing such theories is difficult since we do not have samples from Venus. Researchers believe that looking for pieces of Venus preserved in the lunar surface may be able to help us find out more about the ancient history of Venus. Many scientists believe that Venus might have had an Earth-like atmosphere as recently as 700 million years ago. After that, Venus experienced a runaway greenhouse effect and developed its current climate. The Venusian atmosphere is so thick today that no rocks could possibly escape after an impact with an asteroid or comet. Upcoming missions to the moon could give us more answers soon. Meanwhile, researchers from Washington State University have identified 24 planets outside our solar system that they say may have conditions more suitable for life than our own Earth. These super habitable planets include those that are older, larger, slightly warmer and possibly wetter than Earth. The team said that life could also more easily thrive on planets that circle stars that have longer lifespans than our Sun. Of course, that does not mean that we can start packing to settle on these planets. All of these planets are more than 100 light years away. The team says that some of our future space observation efforts should focus on some target planets that have the most promising conditions for complex life. The key takeaway from this research is that we should not be too focused in looking at planets similar to Earth in our search for alien life, because there is a possibility that there are planets that might be more suitable for life than the Earth. Back on Earth, researchers say that a large part of the Amazon rainforest is at risk of crossing a tipping point where it could become a savanna-type ecosystem. A rainforest is defined as an area of tall, mostly evergreen trees and a high amount of rainfall. Savannas, on the other hand, is a mix of woodland and grassland ecosystem characterized by widely spaced trees and an open canopy that allows sunlight to reach the ground. The open canopy allows a layer of tall grasses to grow on the land. Rainforests are very sensitive to changes that affect rainfall for extended periods. If rainfall drops below a certain threshold, areas may shift into a savanna state. The team believes that in around 40% of the Amazon, the rainfall is now at a level where the forest could exist in either state, as a rainforest or as a savanna. The conclusions are concerning because loss of rainforests can further threaten a wider range of species and push them to the brink of extinction. Also this week, scientists have identified a new species of an ancient marine reptile that had a long, narrow snout and interlocking teeth, similar to the present-day gharials. The reptile is a type of mosasaur that lived between 72 and 66 million years ago in what is now Morocco. There are over a dozen types of mosasaurs which can reach 17 meters in length and resemble an overgrown Komodo dragon. Researchers say that the new discovery adds a layer of clarity to the food chain of the time. So far, it looked like the era was overcrowded with mega predators, all competing for the same food, space and resources. But the long snout of this mosasaur reflects that it adapted to a specific form of predation within a larger ecosystem. In fact, there is evidence that each species of the giant marine lizard adapted for different prey items. The remains of the mosasaur identified included a meter-long skull and some isolated bones. There was nothing to explain the cause of death of the specimen, which was uncovered in a phosphate mine in Morocco. This is Mohana Basu for The Print. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest updates.